going out today, I said 68 or 67 was really my target. Very benign conditions again today. I mean, I don't think there have been three more benign days in a row here in this part of the world, maybe all year. And it's been a lot of fun to be out there. The golf course, obviously, it still is a sleeping giant, I suppose. It's certainly played a lot easier than we all expected in practice. I kind of felt the tournament perhaps slipping away from me a little bit, and really had to dig deep for some patience and try to sort of put things in perspective. Really, that if I could pick a few up from there, that I'd be right back in the hunt. And a birdie on 8 really settled me down. And from about the 14th tee onwards, it's probably as good as I've swung the club all week. I hit some nice shots coming in, some good putts. Left the one on 16 right in the jaws, and left myself a bit of a nasty one in the last. But all in all, very, very happy and very proud of myself the way I swung the club coming in today. Conditions like today, perhaps 4 under is four shots is insurmountable, because in a way, I guess it'll be in Adam's hands tomorrow if conditions are as straightforward as they have been the last few days. But throw a bit of a wind across this course, like perhaps that they are forecasting, and then all of a sudden he will have to go and work a lot harder, and he will have to go win it. He's going to have to go win it anyway, for sure. But there's a distinct lack of 65s and 66s on this golf course. There really hasn't been many guys going super low, and 67 and 68, they're great scores. And like I say, if Adam, 4 shots ahead goes and shoots level par, I've got to shoot 66, and like I say, that's a tough ask on this golf course. But like I say, perhaps we'll need a bit of wind to make that job a little easier. Since I was a young boy, I dreamed of coming down that last fairway on a Sunday afternoon, the last group of the Open Championship, and I can draw on my experiences at the Olympic Club a few weeks ago, in the last group of the US Open. So, this is special for me to, back-to-back major championships, to be in the last group on a Sunday afternoon. And, I talked about it early in the week that, I can't expect to win this week, but what I can expect is to compete if I do the right things. And, to give myself a chance to be within 3 or 4 of the lead going into a Sunday afternoon and playing with a leader. That's really all I can ask from myself the last few days. And like I say, just very happy the way I've stayed patient the last few days and kept the ball under control generally. And it's like I say, I'm right where I want to be. There's no doubt that when you look at your pin sheet, it doesn't really tell the whole story. The pins are not just on the back or on the left or on the right of the greens. They tend to find nasty little slopes and humps and bumps, and I think that's why the scoring has not been as low as it could have been. But it's the Open Championship, and I don't think that's any different from any of the other Open venues we go to. Very often in practice rounds of the Open Championship, you look at certain areas of the green and you think, could they use that? And sure enough, they do. And it's links golf in a way, This golf course has had no protection the last 3 days, and if they'd have had these pins in flat areas on the greens, that someone might have made this place look a bit stupid, unfortunately. And they have protected the course by putting the pins in tough parts of the greens to putt to, and they are hard to read because there are rolls and humps and hollows in these greens, and very often you're faced with double breakers, and it is tough. They've been tough to putt. I've actually putted them fairly well. But there's no doubt that's been part of the protection process of the last few days. And my birdie on 8 was a 2-iron and a little cup 9-iron in there to that front right pin. I hit it to about 10 feet and made it. And that was really kind of got the day back on the tracks, if you like. And regards my technique, I've been chiseling away a little bit on the range with my coach Pete Cowan this week, and it's been there or thereabouts. My starting lines were back today. The ball was starting in the place where I wanted it to start. The last couple of days, it had a little bit of a left starting tendency, and today I had it back, starting in the correct place again. And no doubt, the last 5 or 6 holes, that's the best I've hit it this week by far. So hopefully I can bottle that up and bring that back out tomorrow. I took a huge amount of positives away from Olympic. It's the first time I've really kind of put myself in the absolute heat of the battle in a little while. I was It reminded me that, you know, I'm able to control my emotions correctly. I'm able to stay in the moment, and I'm able to kind of get the attitude right for that type of a challenge. And those are really the positives that I took away, and hopefully the positives that I'll be able to draw on tomorrow. He's got the unfortunate burden of never having won a major championship, but you know, come the first tee tomorrow, that burden will kind of be irrelevant a little bit, you know, because like I say, we'll both be experiencing the same kind of nerves. You know, when it comes to the closing it out tomorrow evening, that'll be a different scenario, no doubt about it. I got to try and come out the blocks and position the ball well and give myself chances tomorrow. Because if you get on the wrong side of this golf course, it'll beat you up. But I guess having that belief factor, I guess that's what it boils down to. I've got the belief to know that if I get in the mix tomorrow, that maybe I'll have the peace of mind to be able to do it. You know, and just give myself the chance is all I can ask for. You know, if Adam Scott goes and plays great tomorrow, he's going to be a hard man to catch, no doubt about it. But you know, I'm just happy to be looking the guy in the eye tomorrow, and you know, it'll be a great battle. But you know, there's a lot of quality names behind us as well, and just looking forward to the challenge. There's a little bit of daylight between himself and the rest of the pack. You know, it'll be a case of keeping your head down for 13 or 14 holes. That's kind of what I did at Pebble. You know, and I'm in a very similar position to what I was at Pebble, in that I'm going to be 3 back, in that, you know, he's going to be the guy who's going to sleep on the lead tonight. He's going to be the guy with all the pressure. And you know, what I did at Pebble was really just keep my head down for 11 or 12 holes and come up for air and just see where I'm at and refocus and get the head back down again. So, you know, it's really not a head-to-head scenario. I would like it to be a head-to-head scenario coming down the stretch tomorrow. That would be fun. But, you know, until that point, I've just got to control my own ball and see where that leaves me. We all read books about how powerful the brain is, and, you know, if you feed the brain with good thoughts and good images, it's fairly good at delivering. You know, I'm probably not the only man in this field that's thought about picking the Eau Claire jug up, and a few of these guys have had the opportunity to do it a few times. But there's no doubt. I mean, yeah, I can pretty much imagine what it'll feel like, and you know, I've already thought about a few various liquids that I'd like to put in there and taste what they might taste like out of the Clare jug. But you know, like I say, I'm not the only man that wants this thing tomorrow, and like I say, all I can do is dream big, and you know, I certainly will be dreaming big tonight. But tomorrow I'll go out there and try and control my emotions and try and control my ball, and maybe hole a few putts and give myself the chance. Someone's going to walk away from here tomorrow night as a major champion and with a Clare jug, and I'd love that to be me, and I'd love to experience what it is to go through all that excitement, all that buzz, and all that spotlight again. And you know, I think it would be a different deal this time around. I feel like I've probably learned enough about my experiences to deal with it better. But like I say, give me that opportunity, and we'll see how we do.